Alright, so, oh, well, welcome to J Systems, technically my YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded for 6 months because I've done a lot of things, but still pretty exciting stuff. So, how it is on here is I've seen this channel has grown just a couple of subscribers, genuine subscribers. So, we're gonna go ahead and start off by discussing the subscribers for on the first part. So so in this case, my channel has increased a couple of subscribers, and this is literally organic, so anyone can just go on to my site and click this. However, if I don't really worry too much about my subscriber count. Honestly, subscribers pretty. I can say it's beneficial, but YouTube as a platform as a whole, it's not the best platform due to lots of things that can actually go wrong on a big tech platform. Just to say the least. Let's just they have also increased the amounts of advertising that have been shown on other people's videos. For example, I tested my own channel using never install to, for example, and I already saw a couple of ads pop up on my own videos. Strange enough, probably by IP address, whatever. I don't know how the algorithm wants to work, but I'm pretty sure that is also based on like IP. Not only by IP, it could also be based off on different factors as well. Let's say if you're using a Chromecast to watch, you actually get less advertising compared to. I'm not sure if that's right compared to just watching YouTube on desktop. Of course, that all of the ads can be mitigated usually by using a popular ad blocker. Let's just say those exist, but YouTube also needs to run their own servers, host loads of videos, and they're actually turning out. And it's because of the amount of ads and the amount of durations they run is around like 30 seconds for non, and some of the non skips are around like 13 seconds. So if I was actually really concerned about my subscriber counts, I would have just figured out how to increase it because Google Workspace is a really useful tool. However, I'm not in the industry to increase subscriber counts because it's not feasible to do it at a large scale. First of all, the second of all is like I just have this channel up and running. Not like that I'll upload A too much. B try to maintain an actual quote unquote official channel with new content uploaded every day and or every week with edited videos, all this fun stuff. But mostly it's about like what you get. It's like, let's just say if I do upload this to YouTube, right? People watch it, if any. But and then for those people that watch this, they're gonna get their YouTube has to actually go pay to keep their servers running, and which means that ads start to run on. So YouTube starts running ads on my videos, which in technically just look at the subscriber count of this channel, which is self-explanatory to why ad revenues don't go through. And even if they did provide revenue, they they should have figured out by now to start paying it through a really good way. Is called, for example, Monero, to those content creators, because I'm just literally gonna pull up a tiny little article, but there but there are people that are actually, I'm not even gonna pull it up, just look it up. So there are people that are currently unbanked. A percentage of people that's still currently unbanked. There's X amount of percentage of Americans that have less than $500 in their accounts, etc. So looking at those two topics really will you really will just get understanding of what happens. So basically, if YouTube actually starts figuring out how to split a good portion of their ad revenue to small creators like this, if they're gonna actually run ads other than paying for their own servers, and probably taking only 3%, then they should not run ads on here on our small channels. But if they did, they should have done a couple of things. First, they should have not made the ads that long. Second, they should have made the ads actually profit the content creators, because they're actually the one doing all the hard work. YouTube is just literally a platform. Yeah, yeah, I'm on platforms and stuff. Literally, it's called web hosting. I can literally host all of my stuff there as well. But it's like you're hosting it to a group, and hosting it to a really popular platform where people actually could just go ahead and, yeah, there's a convenience there. But YouTube should also provide a way to actually go ahead and claim those ad revenue by using a cryptocurrency called Monero. Because honestly, what else should what big companies are trying to do? Keep everything centralized. Pretty sure decentralization is key. That's key for most part. So Web3. I'll get to my channel focus. So I'm gonna just take a quick break, come back here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pause it here, and then yeah. So I don't bore everyone out. Okay, well my recording is on pause. Okay, well we just continue from here. So for the channel focus, we're gonna go ahead and fix. So basically, I've been doing a couple of scooters. Basically, those those scooters, to be honest, those fleet street fleet street scooters, those ones, those are exist out there basically. they've been they've been vandalized. They've been sold. They've been put parked improperly. All this stuff that seriously, a city cannot just fully address, especially in a big city where stuff's still not properly enforced. Parking is still not properly enforced. Now, those two big players, Lime and Bird, they're literally now using Google AR Core just to do their parking enforcement because GPS still isn't accurate enough. It just has to approximate. So in this case, it should not ever be used to determine where a scooter is and if a scooter is parked right. But it could be used simultaneously with other technology. Like parking photos are kind of like so sus, especially especially when they are when a person literally comes up to just try to ride one of these things. Literally, they go ahead and actually, that and then that thing literally like just not even fully half a piece. Something's missing. The scooter literally is unavailable, etc. So for those scooter fleet content and those stuff, I'm gonna not keep it on. Even though that I have made some videos about it, I I made the decision not to keep any of those on YouTube because this channel focus is a bit different. So the other focus is I have a high probability of like attending other conventions. The last one that I have done is anime 2022, except I've not uploaded any content to YouTube on the basis of that. But I might upload the next one to YouTube, and I probably have never edited the last one. So we're gonna go ahead and get some general view of the Crunchyroll Expo 2022. Be the upload. It's gonna be probably the first time for this, and it's also gonna be the first time we're doing a professional registration on Crunchyroll Expo or any convention like this, an official registration. So to be fair, these things are pretty, let's just say, pretty difficult to get into because of the to get to because of the time and effort required, and I don't want to have any hosted next to the city where our place of residence is. So I primarily been uploading conventions, especially like anime conventions, into onto YouTube as a platform. So this channel really has really different directions. Basically, that's the first thing I'm pointing out is this channel focus hasn't been really haven't been set into action because of the lack of uploads, and also it's not like I'm not wanted to keep my keep my community active. It's just I rather not having to keep it active through this platform called YouTube because it's supposed to be video hosting and video content creation and video sharing, not YouTube Shorts or something where a different app will have better focus on be on a community. For example, Telegram, and if that doesn't want to work, we might have to figure out how to set Signal up, even though that's these, and then if Signal is one of the alternatives, and then the second alternative is on-prem community, is on premise, which basically like let's just think about Discord for a second, right? You're gonna just draw some very bad lines. So we already know what YouTube is, but right here, let's just say Discord, which I'm already probably got removed from, is a global ban from it, global ban from Discord. So I don't honestly, to be honest, it's literally like whoever is just making servers and using Discord for stuff. It's like I think Roblox bought Discord, but they shouldn't be using you shouldn't be using you using using Discord to run your things because they actually mine your data, y- all this kind of stuff. They're not very lenient basically about what kind of things you could do. But like let's just say you do something like Pokemon or whatever, be like Pokemon or hosting a little fun server. Yeah, go. You probably could use Discord, but it's like come on. So on like so let's just say on Discord that you actually have like a categories like so they have like the admins and then they have like the big servers. They actually call them servers because it's literally just like so that's how they sort it something out. And then there's a little line right here, and then they have like servers you can make for free, and then they have like the little nitro boost. It's just basically a really bad paid plan for the user and the servers. Like, and then there's some point that Discord actually takes a cut. On YouTube, right here is a bit nicer because they're actually hosting videos like this and a couple other videos, and so they actually have to run ads. But it's like they should it's like they should only run ads and take only 3% of the revenue, like how like how like how credit credit card processing works, and this makes it easier to figure out. And the rest should be limiting the length of the advertisement. Like I remember the old days where they only had like 5 seconds of ads, and sometimes only like up to like I think 6 seconds of 6 to 10 seconds of ads, or if it's not skip. But here on Discord, you actually like you can make your free server, but remember that Discord still owns like the profit margin will still be like on Discord. They actually have like the admins and run everything, the servers, and it's not too intuitive or user or basically community friendly because even though that you have your own server and you're the administrator of your own server and you have all the members and stuff, Discord remembers the domain prefix is still owned by Discord, which means they can go delete a server, go go do account bans, etc. Whatever, whatever the case is. On Telegram, which again, not the best, but the best option for the sake of stuff. However, still better than the one on the left. Which so they have like the Telegram support, which is and then they have like the servers. Again, the servers and stuff are still owned by Telegram, and you can actually just make one. And now they have a pay plan, but it's not that intrusive as far as I can tell. And you could actually put more stuff on Telegram, which probably is more allowed than Discord, as long as you're not doing the obvious spam and other shenanigans that would have disrupted servers and stuff, which you shouldn't be doing. So this is what I'm gonna currently be used for now. Just Telegram. However, I'm a bit different from the others. I currently don't have a public server for anyone to join. On the bottom, you see my Telegram link. That that's gonna be the direct contact for me. Basically, is right there. But I'm not gonna be starting like an entire community based off of this, because I already learned from Discord that I'm better at not moderating, even though I'm able to moderate because those people. Because I just give an example, those people that uh, moderate and volunteer their time to moderate FP Pokemon servers are probably not sleeping, just to be or have very long shifts and have like supervisor management, like basically like a job, which you probably not even be compensated for, other than like gift cards and stuff. Probably not be compensated. So it's better because even though that I was very small channel, that's the first part. I'm not gonna be running a community server from Telegram or on Telegram, a public one. And if I figure out that is better to run one, I will probably do it either invite only. And if I do make it public, it's gonna have like I have to figure figure out the moderation aspect because nobody's gonna do moderation for free. They're gonna have to get they're either gonna really need it to do it or they have to get compensated one way or another. It's like checks and balances. And then Signal is not very group or user friendly. And then we have one of these called on prem, which is actually one of the better solution because I'm next to I'm actually next to I'm basically the admin of like the entire domain on MS Teams, which means that I'm basically the only person on top of this is basically Microsoft, and most of the stuff could be discussed here. But let's just say, and let's just say if something gets out and stuff happens and Microsoft decides to, they can actually take down the on-prem because but it's like the chances of that is very minimal. So I'll even make a divider right here. And then we have and then we also have one of the last resort is to literally use internet relay chat and or start an internet relay server, which literally is basically the Wild West. Stuff can happen here and there, but that's about what I thought of. To so the algorithm is pretty much very more user friendly than half of the alternatives that's on here. So what other stuff I probably would be uploading on here? I'm not really sure, to be honest. So it's just whatever I wanted to put on here. It's gonna go on here. And if I decided to improve some aspects of my YouTube page, because since I have lots of stuff to even deal with in the first place, so lots of projects, lots of stuff. Everyone's got the things to do. So honestly, I pretty much have pretty much if I wanted to like start a non-stop live stream but with a blank screen or something, I would probably may do that. So but I can tell you for sure that it's definitely not using any of my electricity or my computer's expense, which is nice to have. But I just need to make sure that's reliable and stuff, just for things to do. Also, my internet service provider not that great at upload speeds. That's about. And then I'll just wrap up this video. Just go ahead and press the red subscribe button on the bottom right corner. If you want to comment, just go ahead and comment down below. If it's just go on the bottom. Just go ahead and comment down below on the box. Uh, and when I review it, I'll just go ahead and figure out how to look at them. And also, just a little reminder on. So basically, just make sure or it's basic basically just saying to respect the guidelines and stuff. Like seriously, that's all I'm just asking. But I'm gonna do take, but I do have some limitations on what you can actually put on there, or basically what bots can put on the comments because people who create bots let create bots and posting on YouTube comments and keep finding ways to bypass it. So if that happens and it goes on one of my channels, you can for the reporters just flag it with the YouTube video link and with one with the comments with the screenshot of the comment to the bottom Telegram link. I'll figure out how to remove that. Otherwise, if I do see it, I'll just manually remove it. So because if let's just say you have a genuine comment, just make sure to spell correctly and stuff and post it on there. While for those people that create bots, they probably don't they they already know that they're gonna get whacked from YouTube. And if I see those comments, I'm gonna usually just take the time to remove the comments because either way, some I even set up is I already set it up so that way any comments could just go straight to my inbox. And if I see something that's out of the ordinary that looks like a YouTube bot that just posts stuff on this channel, which is very very unlikely but possible, then it'll be gone from you. Literally. Alright, I'm done.